Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Talk About Sleep. I hope your new year is going off to a great start. This being the end of January, this is the time to do our monthly Q&A. So don't mind the changing background in my office. I'm kind of figuring out my office here, so I may change some things around as we go forward. So that thing over my left shoulder here, one of my good friends got me, which is really cool. It's like one of those old school, signposts that doctors used to have. So, thanks, John. All right, so today we're doing our session 1 of Q&A, and then the next video will be the other questions. This one I'm kind of do kind of a mishmash. The next one I'll do, the next video I do on this month's Q&A will be on medication. So I kind of broke it down that way. Just as I always say, if you have questions about this or about anything else I do, put them in the comment section. I answer them once a month, okay, which is what today is. But these are for educational purposes only, okay? And as we move towards 1,000 subscribers, as I always say, a lucky viewer at random will get a signed copy of my book, which I don't have in front of me right now, but that's what it looks like up there. The Amazon link to that is in the description box down below. But you got to be in it to win it, so make sure that you're subscribed, and when we get to 1,000, I'll choose somebody at random. Okay, on to the video. So, first person says, Laura says she loved my Let's Talk About Santa video. Thanks, Laura. Sis. Lowboy wrote on my exploding head syndrome video. He said that if you remember, exploding head syndrome is a condition where people hear things as they're kind of waking up. It can be a loud bang. He says it's like a Grand Prix cars going by. It's effing terrifying. I'm sure it is. Hopefully it doesn't happen too often, but exploding head syndrome, it's pretty common, and it's nothing to do really, but it can be very very discomforting, okay, and terrifying, as you said. So hopefully, if it is something which happens quite often, you definitely want to see one of my sleep medicine brethren, okay? On my quick Z, the Epworth Sleepiness Scale, Moonlight Graham Cracker, that's a great name by the way, writes, I consistently throw up in my mask from acid reflux. I also have had issues with coughing all over my wife as I sleep and didn't realize it, or wear a full face mask. Yeah, when somebody has sleep apnea, untreated sleep apnea, acid reflux is very common. I actually did a recent video on that. The way we breathe is our chest expands and we suck air in from the environment, right? If somebody has really bad sleep apnea and the airway is closed off over here, the chest is working really hard to generate this negative pressure and may suck acid up from below, which is acid reflux, okay? So untreated sleep apnea goes hand in hand with acid reflux. Why you're having it with a full face mask, and maybe honestly that the mask is not right for you. It's possible you may be swallowing air, right? You may kind of open your mouth throughout the night, and the extra air coming in may cause you to swallow it. That can cause not necessarily acid reflux, but it can definitely cause upset in the intestinal system, for sure. With coughing, yeah, I would definitely try changing the mask and see how that goes. Talk to your sleep specialist provider though, for sure. On my idiopathic hypersomnia video, Roger writes, I did this test and hated it. I was so tired after this test. I guess what you're talking about, Roger, is the polysomnogram and the MSLT. You can see the videos on that. That's the overnight sleep test and then the nap test the next day. Yeah, you're covered in wires. It's a bed you've never been before. It's not going to be comfortable. It's just not, and probably not the most pleasant thing in the world. Hopefully you got some good information. Fortunately, it's really only just for one night or a night and a half. So the information we usually get from those are pretty helpful. So it's kind of a small price to pay if it leads us to an answer. Okay. On my sleep talking video, Meditation and Chill wrote, thanks so much for the video. It happened to me many times in my life. The most exaggerated time, it happened to me 3 times in one night. Anyway, I'll go to a sleep lab. Yeah, like several of the things we're talking about here, Thank you for the comment. Several of the things we're talking about here, they're by themselves, like the exploding head syndrome, right? Sleep talking. These are things that are not necessarily bad if they happen once in a while, right? Or once in a lifetime. But if they're repeated, you may want to consider getting tested, okay? Because, like I always say, it could be a marker of something going on under the surface, like sleep apnea or some other condition where it's kind of causing you to have these partial awakenings throughout the night, and that's where these events occur. Okay, the exploding head syndrome, sleep talking, so on and so forth. And then lastly, for this video, I want to talk about Penelope wrote on my TikTok, by the way, which I also have a TikTok channel, which is a good perfect time to promote that. It's the same thing as my YouTube channel. I basically use that to get people to come over to the YouTube, but it's basically short clips from these YouTube videos make it onto my TikTok. So if you happen to look up Let's Talk About Sleep or my name, Daniel Barone, you'll find me there on TikTok. So it's a new thing. But anyway, Penelope writes, I will dream I keep going to the bathroom, then I'll wake up and go to the bathroom. Yeah, I mean, again, that's not like a specific known thing, but chances are your sleep is probably disrupted of its own accord. Okay, so I would definitely, in your case, Penelope, consider going to a sleep center, right? Because the question is why, right? Why do you have these frequent awakenings? And the fact that you're dreaming it that you're going to the bathroom and then you actually have to go to the bathroom means your sleep is probably pretty disrupted. Okay, is my guess. And the dream that you're having that you have to go to the bathroom, it's almost like your brain is going in and out of sleep, which means that it is disrupted, right? And then you actually have to go to the bathroom, which also is a disruptor. So I would probably err on the side of going to see somebody just to find out and make sure that you're not missing anything like sleep apnea, for example. Okay, but good question. Thank you for reaching out. And that is this video. Like I said, the next question video I'm going to do is on medications that have been asked over the last month. So thank you for everybody who what's the word I'm looking for here? Interacted with the channel. Keep liking my videos. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share them with your friends and family. And if you have questions, drop them down below. I will get to all of them. Until next time, sleep well.